everyone, how are ya, governor? If you've just woken up, I'm so sorry. You know what it is, and I blame, oh my god, I love the taste of these. Listen, I don't usually drink energy drinks that often, but this week I have had two. Before you do anything productive, don't drink an energy drink, because first of all, it's just not good for you, and second of all, you just act like a complete and utter lunatic. Anyway, welcome back everybody. My name is Lucy Lillian, and this is a channel of positivity. This is a channel of comfort, a place of people to not judge others, and a place of reassurance that it's okay to have life not quite sussed out yet, no matter how old or young you are. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a decoration going on in the background. I tried to make extra effort for you. It is all hung up by blue tack, so I don't know if it will last for the majority of the video, and they are from Poundland. Actually, to be fair, from Poundland they're pretty decent. They're meant to be pumpkins, but I don't know, they might be good for a Christmas decoration. They just look like big golden balls. Anyway, yeah, hello. Forgot, I literally have brain fog. Sorry, guys, please don't drink caffeine. It's not good for you. Only 1 in the morning, Jesus Christ. I'm never drinking this again. Yeah, how are ya? I hope everyone is well. I hope you're washing your hands. I hope you're wearing your face masks. I hope you are eating healthy, taking your vitamins. If you saw my previous video, I just want to quickly apologise for the quality of the video, because I watched it back and I was like... But that's because I'm currently filming on my very old and very cracked iPhone, because I don't have the money to afford good shit. And that's okay, because sometimes we just gotta make do with what we got and make the best of it. So yeah, I don't know if you can see me properly now. I've changed the settings, but you know, it is what it is. Deal with it. Today's topic is going to be a little bit more serious. I am I'm not a serious person in any way, shape or form, only when I need to be. But the topic is unemployment due to COVID-19 and how I have coped with it, how I'm managing because I still have no job after 8 months, the ups and downs that I went through, and how I have picked myself back up and decided to take a whole 360 and change my career path. And how you can too. No matter who you are, you can level up. I believe in you. So, without further ado, let's talk unemployment. Story time, alright? Story time. Everyone loves a good story time. I left a job at the beginning of March, before lockdown started, in hospitality, in sales, for a big nightclub company, for something a little bit more higher up in the hospitality industry, something with a little bit more money. And this role that I was offered was the most money I have ever received, and I was so excited. There was so much room for progression. So I went for my induction day at this new job, to then be sent home early, because this company I was going to work for did services for bars and nightclubs. And on the day of my induction, the news came out of a potential lockdown in the UK, and for nightclubs and bars to possibly close for the unforeseen future. My heart dropped in my stomach, because I was like, okay, so where does that leave me then? And I wasn't able to get furloughed because I just started, and I couldn't get furloughed from my previous job because I wasn't there for long enough. Anyway, no fault of this company's at all. They just had to do what they had to do. They had to close. It was the law. And I was basically told, look, we'll see how it goes. We'll contact you when we're ready to have you back. I never went back, because the 3-week lockdown that was meant to happen lasted for 5 months, and you know, it just wasn't meant to be. It really hurt. It hurt Again, no fault of theirs. This company I was going to work for was great. It was Miss Rona's fault. So at the time, because I only thought it was going to be 3 weeks, I was like, that's okay, I can deal with like not being in work for a while. It was a bit weird because I was still waiting to hear if I was going to go back to the job or not. And I was like, that's fine, you know, I can do this for a few weeks, no problem. I can just keep busy, do things I want to do, get fit and healthy, blah, 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 blah. Like we all bloody did. But then April came, it was quite clear that I wasn't going to go and start that job anymore. And I then had to sign up for Universal Credit, Job Seekers Allowance, whatever you want to call it here in the UK. I am so blessed and so lucky and so fortunate, and I never take it for granted, that I live with some very amazing supportive parents, and my pay towards the rent is very small. Now I know a lot of you out there have kids to provide for, have a full ass rent to pay for, and you are also out of work. And if you are on Job Seekers and you know how crap the money is, I am so sorry, which is why I'm talking about this, because I will try and give you some advice that might make you see a bit more clearly and give advice on what you can do. But my heart goes to you, and I'm sending you the biggest hug, and I just want to let you know, baby, that everything is going to be okay. Oh my god, everything is going to be alright. It's going to take some time and patience, but you're doing so well and so amazing, and I'm proud of you. But we're not comparing, you know, no one's situation is worse than someone else's. We all deal with situations in different ways, okay? Just gonna say that and put that out there. Anyway, so yeah, April came along, and it really hit me like, bloody hell, okay, I'm actually getting quite bored now. I'm not working, and you know, when you work, it gives you a purpose in life. Because realistically, we spend the majority of our life working and at work, so that's what keeps us busy. That's what keeps us productive. That's one of our big purposes in life. So I was feeling really lost. So I was like, right, okay, it's time to jump onto the job search and try and find a job. Obviously, when you do sign up to Universal Credit, that you will get a call from a work advisor, and they will help you find some jobs. Some of them you might not want to do, but you just have to kind of try anyway. So I started looking for some admin-based roles where you could work from home. It was quite clear that I couldn't go back into hospitality because they weren't open yet. And eventually, when they did open, they didn't need the staff because it wasn't as busy as usual. So anyway, I decided to send out applications for admin roles, call centres, social media work, like social media marketing executive, and I was just getting constant rejections, constant no's. Unfortunately, we could not proceed your application at this time. Or I just didn't hear from them at all, which was the worst one, I think, when you just don't hear back because you sit there and you're like... And also, the job sites I went onto, they gave me a number of how many applicants had also applied for this particular role. And I was going up about 300, 400, 500, 600 applicants on every single job I was applying for. The numbers were staggering because it was quite clear that everyone was getting out of work. So it's literally you against thousands of other people, and I was like, oh my god, it literally seemed impossible. So then I went down a really dark road yet again. I have suffered with depression before coronavirus for many years, got back up again, and then obviously being out of work and hitting brick walls, I kind of went back down that route. Spent about 2 months in bed, didn't want to do anything, I had no purpose. All the things I tried to do to keep myself busy, I was running out of ideas, and I really thought that it wasn't going to get better. And you know, what if this is my life for a long time? What if things don't go back to normal for years? Like, you know, everything was circling my head. However, you need to understand that as much as it knocks you down and you get setbacks and no's and rejection, baby, You have to pick yourself up. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be heavy, all right, but you have to. And obviously, as I said before, we need to support each other, so pick each other up. All right. So there came to a point where I was like, do you know what? You know that TikTok where like Gemma Collins plays and she's like, fuck it, I've had enough of this. Let's crack the tunes up. Yeah, that was basically, I had a moment. And my moment was, I really need to think about changing my career, because I'm not going back to hospitality for the reason that, first of all, it's hard to get into now. Second of all, it's very uncertain what could happen in the future. Close, shut, close, shut. I ain't going through that, no. And also, it's something that I didn't really want to do. You know, in life, do you know what I really want to do? I want to work in production. I want to work the cameras. I want to be backstage. I want to create cool things. So I know that's going to take some time, and obviously, again, that's still very hard to get into due to the circumstances. But basically, and this is some advice for if you are on job seekers, please check the gov.uk website for more information, and a bit more information that is clear, because this might help you. My work advisor, she called me, and I basically said to her, look, I'm not going back into hospitality. Please stop sending me all these bar jobs. It's just not happening. But what I really want to do is I want to build up my CV and qualify myself in other areas. What they do is they offer you some free courses. I decided to take maths, and I decided to take a digital course, which they tell you how to send emails, how to speak in the correct manner, copyright and all that stuff. And then what I also did was I made a little investment in myself. I will link the website down below. This is not sponsored, but I just want to share it because I care. I went on to Study 365, and they have a range of courses where you can gain diplomas. They have IT, they have business administration. I went for social media, business strategy and marketing. It was like £250, and I think because of the pandemic it went down to, I think I paid £45 for it. So I made the decision to, okay, the job search isn't going anywhere right now, let's level up and let's get some qualifications in. And it was great. It was one of the best decisions that I could have made, because it felt like I was working from home when I was studying and typing on the computer. I had something like businessy and important to do, and also it gave me the opportunity to gain some new qualifications. I'm currently still waiting on my maths results. I passed my digital course, which I am immensely proud of, but you know, these things take time. You've got to keep your head down. I know self-motivation is really hard, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're out of work, the best advice I can probably give to you is qualify yourself from home as much as possible. There are so many free courses out there because of what's happening right now. I can't actually tell you where I went for my maths and my digital course, because I got it from the government, and I don't know if that's information I can disclose. But yeah, if you do talk to a work advisor, just maybe explain to them that you want to qualify yourself in different areas, and it might open up a range of new opportunities for you, and it might make finding another job a little bit more easier. Regardless, what I'm trying to say is, if you this is probably the best time to think about maybe changing a career path, like if you've always wanted to, you know, as well. Like see this as like a positive thing. Sometimes, yes, not having a job sucks, not getting anywhere and getting constantly rejected sucks, but maybe take it as like an opportunity to do what you've always wanted to do, and be like, do you know what, I don't care that I'm 50, I don't care that I'm 40, I don't care that I'm 18. I want to change my career, and as I said, self-motivation is really hard. That is why, and I will talk about it like it is my Bible, the 5-second rule book by an author and motivational speaker called Mel Robbins. Her book and audio book, you can find them on both, talks about how to motivate yourself in doing the things that you don't want to do. Because let's face it, when you're studying at home by yourself, it can be really hard for the motivation. I know that you're doing it because you want to achieve a goal, but it can be very hard in the process. That's a little bit about my story of unemployment and the steps I've taken to kind of level up a little bit and take this time as an opportunity. I am still out of work. I'm still going. There's a few things that are coming up for me in the new year which I'm excited about that could potentially lead to a job. And, you know, I will jump on the job search every now and again, but I'm not going to be too hard on myself because, you know, there's only so much you can do and you can do your best. And also, the bummer is, this year I applied for so many seasonal jobs as well, because Christmas is the best time to get seasonal work for a few months and the potential to stay on. Now we're back in lockdown, they've had to withdraw all the applications because their business had to close. And it's just one big mess. Honestly, baby, listen, don't be too hard on yourself. I know times are hard, but my biggest advice to you and what has helped me is educate yourself, get advice, don't be hard on yourself, and please talk to people. And, you know, you're a star, you're doing amazing, you've come through 2020, you've come this far, keep going, keep pushing. And if you guys need any more advice, because there's probably so much other stuff that I've missed out on how I've coped and the things I've done while being unemployed, then, you know, you can always visit my website where you can contact me personally. The link will be down in the description below. You can also contact me via my Twitter or my Instagram. Send me a DM and just say, hey, don't be afraid, I don't bite. Yeah, also please share if you have any information for me as well about being unemployed, and maybe to share with others how you've dealt with it, what steps you've taken, what's really helped you. That would be great, because yeah, we all need some advice. The thing is though, it's easier said than done, isn't it? It will be okay, it will be okay. But in your head you're like, no, it's not, I've got all these bills to pay. But honestly, there is so much help and advice you can get. And don't be afraid to talk to your work coach if you are on job seekers. And remember, you're never too old or young to change what career you want to do. As I said, as much as it sucks, take this opportunity of your time out to change career paths and be like, you know what, this is actually what I really want to do, and I'm going to study for it. I'm going to go for it. There's nothing wrong with going back to school in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s. Let me tell you that. Absolutely not. Do it. I support you. I support you. You go. You go. I hope this has helped. I hope you've liked my decor. I'm not going to ever drink one of these again before a video. I have learnt my lesson. And yeah, also remember on the website you can check out my blog posts where I also rant and talk about some other random shenanigans that actually might be beneficial for you. Because as I said, we are the dreamers, but we are the confused. We have big goals, we have small goals, but at the same time life just throws curveballs. So that's why we will continue sussing it out for the rest of our lives, honey. Until then, take care. Please look after yourself. Remember to check in on your friends. And yeah, stay safe. You know the rest. I'm not going to repeat Bojo's motto, but stay safe. I love you so much. And I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. You're here. You're here. That's something to be proud of. That's an achievement in itself. Give yourself a high five. Anyway, I'm going now because I'm actually just muttering again. I just love to talk. I just love to talk. I love to talk to you. Anyway, bye.